um, we succumb to someone's allegations, and it's really, really hard to stand up in front of you and go back to those things. I'm trying to put those things behind me, but I got to tell my story to help others.
Yeah.
So the people that I left behind, I can't forget them. Can't forget them. The thing is, now we're on the door of hopefully another retroactivity amendment, 18-1, that can help other people. And I use my story to help others. So now I'm glad they use my brother and I's story. I know why I went through this, to help others. It wasn't about if it was right or wrong.
That's right.
It wasn't about that.
That's right.
And it's still not. This system is not about right or wrong. It's about money. It's about counting bodies. And sadly to say, it's African American bodies. And we're the minority in this country, but we're the majority in prison. And it's hard. And every day I gotta wake up and face that my brother's not here, and I gotta look at my mother with my brother not being here. It's still hard. But the unjust things that have happened have pushed me forward.
All right.
And help. My mother and I have a radio show, Blog Talk Radio, 6:30 Sunday. You can get on it online, and we talk about these issues. We give legal help to others that are going through, families. We support them through anything we can as far as advice. But going back to my story, after my brother and I were sentenced in the Eastern District of Virginia, we were separated in prison. We were never allowed to be together. I've always been with my brother every minute of my life, so that was the toughest thing, being separated from my brother. But be able to talk to my mom every day and tell her, I love her on the phone every day mattered. And she told me every day was one day closer, and it was. We looked around, and January 19, 2009, I was in halfway house here. She got me there. So there's countless articles and things we've done. You can Google my mother's name or my name, Garrison Twins, and you can see our story. But today I was trying to reach back and help those people that are not getting help. They don't have what my brother and I had. They didn't have family. They didn't have a support team to get home. When I got home, to help me get a job, help me get clothes, things like that. So it was really hard to leave my brother and to leave other men and women behind. It's really tough, But I'm glad, I'm here to tell this story today. And I live to tell this story today. Because prison is not easy. It's physically, mentally challenging, and spiritually challenging. Every minute of the day they're breaking. Every minute. I worked in a computer factory where we rebuilt computers every day. So 8 hours a day for 20 cents an hour, we rebuilt computers. This factory made $110,000 a month off the sweat of black men's backs. So it's just the reality of it. But I can remember, telling those guards that this ain't my life, it's yours.
All right.
It's not mine, and it's gonna come to an end. One day it's gonna come to an end. So every day was one day closer. And I'm standing here today to tell you this story.
Yes,
So I can look at anybody in the face and tell them, I didn't do this. These were false allegations. Somebody that got themselves out of trouble. And they call it a snitch culture. That's what it is. Get down first. Whoever can get down first and get out of jail first. So that's a hell of a momentum to keep this wheel keep going and to keep people lying and telling stories. There's guilty people in prison, but they don't deserve 10, 15 years on their first offense for 1 gram of crack.
Right.
There's no way that they deserve that. But the thing is, I met so many people that were like my brother and I. Professionals, not criminals. The guy that made a mistake, used drugs, or lost his job and took a chance. One time. Not 10 times, not for 15, 20 years, but one time. And made a mistake and got 20, 30 years for crack. And get pumped up in trial, and they turn it into 30 or 40 keys. Or 2 keys of crack. Get your life in jail. It's sad. I started out in Allenwood, FCI, and I started out seeing brothers just like my brother and I, same age. I was 25 when I went to jail, but I seen guys with life sentences. Life sentence, they didn't kill nobody. You know, life sentences. You know, the average sentence when we went there was 15 years, and the average person was 21 years old, and it was African American. You know, I mean, I don't have to read a book. You don't have to read a paper. You're looking at it right there. You're looking right at the result of it right here. That's right. Every day. So here I am again to tell my story. You know, and soon my brother will be right beside me to tell the story. That's right. You know? So, it's hard because a lot of you will hopefully never go through what I went through. But it's hard to convince a jury that's not of your peers that you didn't do it. They took my brother now to Alexandria, Virginia. I'm from Washington, D.C., Northeast Washington. They took me to Alexandria, Virginia. Ex-sheriffs, ex-CIA, ex-DEA was on my trial. So what do you think they were going to do? They won't convict us. 2 young black men. They didn't care if we went to Howard University. They don't care if Alvin Thornton came up there and testified for us. The head of political science at Howard University at the time. They looked at him just like what he was, a black man. They didn't care. They didn't care about no credentials or anything. They wanted to send 2 black men to prison that day, and they did. You know, my brother and I was sentenced on October 16th, 1998. And after that, we were split up. During my incarceration, I helped others. I did legal work. You know, it was really surprising me how many people were functionally illiterate. They couldn't write a letter to their family members. They didn't even know what they got charged with. They couldn't even read their charges. You know, they didn't even. A lot of them were never diagnosed with dyslexia. They didn't even know what it was. But I was there to help them. And I'm glad I was there at that time to help them. Because somebody always has it worse than you. Always. So, you know, I was thankful. I thank God every day that I was able to wake up and lay down every morning. I mean, every night. You know. But it was important that I was there. You know, after being in after that first 5 years, and my brother and I fighting, get to our 2255, and the judge kept that in front of him 5 years to give us a decision to deny us. You know, and my mother told me every day, hey, I can't do this time for you, but I'm with you. You know, she said, you got to stand up and fight for something or lay down for anything. And I did. When I went to trial, I fought like a man. Because I knew that I was going to get convicted. We knew. You know, they weren't going to give us a proper jury. They weren't going to do it. There's no such thing in the Eastern District of Virginia. There's no such thing. But anyway, I don't want to take up no more time. Thanks so much. Thank you. Everybody.